All right, I think I'm live. Cliff, let me know if you can hear me if you're still in there. Uh, I gotta find Jen stream. Kind of a sad Christmas Eve stream, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Hate it. I hate when I have to do stuff like this, but we'll get through it here. Can't even hear myself here. Okay, we're good there. Let's minus that. And it is a semi-emergency stream, so let me what I'm gonna do. What's up, McT? Nice to have you here. Let's share this. I think you guys can see that. We're streaming Jen's with her full permission. Jen Wow's stream. It's kind of a sad day, guys. I don't know if you guys have had pets in the past, but Jen has had this dog, Doc, for years. It was her son's dog, and you know, good dog over the years, but it's come time. He's got some sort of killer disease. And Lou, nice to have you in there. Mick T, Cliff, I see you guys. Um, I haven't did a fundraiser in a long time. Probably about a year, I would say. But it's with heavy hearts. I have to come to you guys. We need to raise like $205. Jen's basically doing um, the same thing on her stream. But if anybody has any extra bucks these holidays, I know the holidays have taken a lot of money from me, um, but we have to help Jen out. Um, some vets wanted over $1,000 to put Doc to sleep today, and obviously Jen does not have that type of money. She did find some place that's willing to do it for $205. So the time has come, guys. This is the dog that you see on screen. His name is Doc. It's been Jen's at Jen's side for many years now. So if you guys have any extra pennies that you can donate, a dollar, $5, $10. Farlap, nice to have you. Merry Christmas to all. I hate to come to you guys with this type of stream, but the dog that you see up on the screen there, Mick T, thank you, man. Let me get Jen's. I will give that to Jen. That's like almost $25, Mick T. So I'll make sure that gets over, my friend. I really, really appreciate that. Um, let me find Jen's PayPal, and that'll be more effective. Hold on. I really hate this. I hate to raise money in general. I know I've done it a couple of times in the past, but um, where are you at? I just need to find Jennifer's. There we go. What is it? Uh, oh shit! I just had it. Okay. At wow, baby Jen. Hold on. Let me look up her. I'll get you guys the actual link, so you can donate directly. PayPal. .com. Um, come on now, get the hell out of here. Personal. It's personal. How dare you? All right, let's see. Come on. Uh, sorry guys. This is to you. Nice to have you, Farlap. I don't know if I said hey to you. Hey, Razor. Um, Yeah, I know. I know you're not in position to raise her. It only give if you can. Mick T, really appreciate that. I'm gonna make sure Jen gets that money. Um, let's see here. God, they always make things so difficult. I'm gonna go ahead and go over here. Um, I'm just gonna get the links directly from Jen. Um, actually, I'll just text them. Shit. Uh, one of you put the PayPal or Cash App in my chat. Okay, sorry guys. We'll talk more about this. It is the holidays. Jen's an outstanding member of the community here. You guys know Jen, and she's such a good person. Oh shit, there they are. I'll get these links. Hold on. Let's copy link address there. I'll drop these links. You bet you, Jason. Appreciate you, man. Let's see. Yep, the links are in Jen's chat. I just got them. So let me paste this one. Uh oh shit, that's not it. Never mind. Let me take that out. Jesus Christ. I don't want to ban myself here. Hold on. Just disregard those links, man. I don't know how this shit works, but let me go back here so you can take a look at the links are in they're right there. Cash App Gen Wow 69. Hopefully Ellie will come on over and put the link in and the PayPal link. So you guys can donate directly, so it's not going into my pocket. I will, Mick T, I will make good on it, and I will forward that money. Uh, there you go. Um, the easiest way, if you have Cash App, I know in Canada they don't have Cash App up there, but um, thank you, Ellie, for putting those in there. Tofor, nice to have you in here. We're trying to raise only $205, so it's not like one of these people that are raising thousands and thousands of dollars for whatever, a new car or whatever. Very sad. We're trying. I mean, how sad is this? We're raising money so that we could put Doc down. He's suffering. He's got. Ellie might be able to tell you more about the disease that Doc has, but his time has come. He's really suffering. He's not able to go to the bathroom properly. He's barely eaten. So the time has come, and it just happens to be right before Christmas. He's not barking like he used to. He's not, doing anything like that. Hey, Canada, I really appreciate that, Canada. I'll make sure and get that over. So that's a total of $40 so far that we can hand over. So we're down to $160. I will check to see how much. Uh, I'm gonna text them that we got 40 so far, and uh, give me a running tally, guys. I tried to link these streams, by the way, and I don't have the upgraded what you call it, but Canada, my man, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Um, those are the two links. You can do it directly through PayPal or Cash App, or you can slide it to me, and I will make sure that that gets handed over. PayPal, or hold on a second. Give me a running tally. Uh, hold on. Sorry, guys. I know this is scintillating right now, but I gotta make sure and coordinate this. Okay. Um. All right. And then I'm gonna have to hand over. Gonna have to hand over voice duties to Bernie here in just a second because I'm actually expecting a visitor. So that's how things go. But thank you guys so much so far. We've raised $40 of and I will get a running tally of what's going on over at Jen's if she gets any money. Uh, yeah. I don't know if Ellie can hear me, but yes, Ellie. I want to let people know once we hit this goal, we're not gonna, it's not gonna be one of these things that's gonna be a long, marathon where I'm gonna, try to, um, you know milk everybody for every last penny, and if it goes above 200, I'm not going to do that. Once we reach the goal, then that's it. I'm not going to expect anybody to um you know uh not going to expect anybody to you know um go above and beyond, which you guys have already. Running tally, we're up to $70. So, by my estimation, that leaves us with what's 205 minus 70. Bernie, Bernie's in studio with me. You guys will hear from Bernie in just a few. I'm sorry, what? All right, we're 135 away, and this is sad. I mean, we're raising money to basically put down a dog, but it needs to be done. I mean, I hate to see human beings suffer, and I also hate to see animals suffer, and this is a case of that. So, um, can we please, if you guys have any extra pennies, I know it's the holidays. I want to shout out to Canada, and I also want to shout out McT for dropping the 20s. I will get that over to as soon as this stream ends. Whatever I end up with, I will immediately cash that to Jen. Um, I do have enough money to cover some, so it is what it is. Hey, clever girl, I hate that you're coming in on this particular live, clever girl. This is not a live discussing anything fun. This is on the screen there. You see my friend Jen Wow's dog. He needs to be put down. He's suffering. It's time, and you know, it's time for Doc to leave the mortal coil and. Depend. Clever girl, we need it today. We're trying to get this done today, but you know, can I donate on January 3rd? We just paid 476 to put our sick kitty down from cancer and cremation. Yeah, clever girl. It was weird. Jen and Ellie were frantically. Oh, Mick T. Holy hell, Mick T. You want to talk about help? Um, that definitely helps, dude. Okay, minus 100. What are we down to? $5. 35 $35 more. So let me go ahead. I think we're gonna shut this down, guys. Uh, hold on. Uh, yeah, I think we can. I think we can safely shut this down. Hold on. I don't want it to get out of control. Clever girl, keep your money. Um, I do appreciate that though. So sad. All right. So for those just joining, I'm sorry for this. Such a sad stream, but in essence, a celebration of Doc's life too, because he provided Jen with many years of pleasure. So um, the penny is strong on the dollar, McT. So clever girl, I think we hit our goal. We've more than hit our goal. So let me just confirm with you guys, and that'll be it. Mick T, man. I mean, stepping up big time, dude. You know what, Mick T? The next time I do homeless outreach, if there's any pennies left over, obviously the next stream will be in your name. Next hot tub will be in your name, McT. How about that? So Tuesday, join Bernie's channel. I know you do, McT, and we'll have a special one. We're doing Sound of Music, by the way, on Tuesday, McT. You're gonna want to sit there and join us for that. I know it's really late, but I'm pretty sure I donate to homeless donations. That's awesome, clever girl. I do a lot of homeless outreach. I haven't done some in a while because of, obviously money. I mean, it takes money to go and donate, but I do that quite a bit. That's what friends are for sure, Mick. Merry Christmas to you. Um, let's see. Hold on. Let me just confirm. I think we have all the money we need. Uh, okay. Okay. Um, yeah. Yeah. Okay. We raised the money, guys. Thanks to McT. Canada is watching. You guys are fantastic. Clever girl. Keep us in mind later on. I might do a drive for the homeless or whatever. I don't want anybody to go outside their means. So you know, I really appreciate this. This is pretty fantastic. Let me stop the stream here and talk to you guys directly. I do want to thank you for those joining. We raised money for Jen. Wow, she's you know um, she's a good person, but this is a good thing, guys. I mean, we're um, okay. Give me a sec. I'm wrapping up here. Okay. So what I will say is, I hope you guys have a really great holiday. I hope uh, I'm a man advocate for animals and homeless vets. Yeah, that's great, clever girl. I appreciate that. Um, advocate for animals. I do too. Cynthia, yeah, poor Doc, man. I mean, all right, let me get this comment off the screen. We don't need to have any more donations. The money's raised. I just have to get the money on over to Jen, which I will do. Obviously, I want to thank especially Mick T and Canada is watching. You guys fucking rock. Okay, I'm gonna let you guys know. I don't normally do these type of streams where man is not what I meant. Okay, I figured, clever girl. I didn't think you were a man. um, but Mick T, man, I appreciate you, man. In Canada, you'll be getting a call from me, sir. I've been meaning to give you a call anyway, so I hope you're not too busy today, Canada. I will give you a call in a bit. But I got to end the stream, guys. We got enough money. Obviously pay attention to Jen Wow's channel, and I'm sure she's going to give you guys an update on everything, and we will go for there. So thank you guys so much. We really appreciate you guys and gals out there. And sorry this was a short stream, but it had to be done, and it had to be done urgently. I hate to see animals suffer. I hate human suffering even worse, but when an animal suffers, I have a special place in my heart. Plus, it's Jen. So, it is what it is. Hey, thank you, Farlap, for being in here. Merry Christmas to everybody. I really appreciate everybody. Mi vida loca. Thanks for coming on in. And everybody, having your thoughts and prayers, Jen and Doc, and hopefully that they always say all dogs go to heaven. So let's, whether you believe or not, I don't think it much matters. We all feel um, for each other as human beings, and I hope for the best with Jen. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go. Have a great Christmas. Mick T, thank you so much. Canada is watching. Thank you so much. And anybody that donated to Jen, thank you guys so much. We really appreciated today. And let's just um, let's celebrate Doc. I mean, you guys can go back and see streams where Doc's just hanging around, just being a good old dog and all that. So, anyways, oh, you guys want links? Hold on. Let's hold on. Yeah, Canada too. Canada, I'm gonna be calling you hopefully today. All right, hold on. There we go. All right, I put the link. This is just for Jen and Ellie. So I'm not gonna have anybody else up, but Jen, Ellie, there's the link if you guys want to come on up and talk specifically to Canada's watching and our friend Mick T across the pond, who generously donated. Here's Ellie. Ellie, nice to have you.
You too. Thank you, MLH, for doing this. I wanted to come in here. Sorry. Hi, my friend, my sweetheart, clever girl. Jen's going to come over too, so watch for her because she's trying to get up. But she wanted me to, personally thank everybody who helped. I'm sorry I couldn't do streams at both times, but I needed to be there for Jen. It's an extremely hard and difficult thing for her to do, especially, with the holidays. But she doesn't want Doc to suffer. Jen has always been an animal activist and, caring for everybody and anybody's animals. And, it's tough for her, financially this time of year. And it's just extremely, she's in the backstage, really, really appreciates all the support in helping her raise this. And for those who might not have got to see Doc in this panel, this is Doc. He's going to be visiting Rainbow Bridge tonight. But she wanted everybody to get to see him and thank you because he is suffering and, he has advanced liver cancer. And, we knew that the time was coming because it's very aggressive and painful for him. So, and Paulie, thank you for what you did. That was absolutely amazing, and, everybody who donated, and helped, Jason, thank you. Rob, everybody. Mitch T, Canada's watching. I mean, just everybody who helped out, just really appreciate it.
Yeah. I'm going to step out for just a second. We'll have a little,
put Doc full screen, MLH.
Okay. Hang on one second.
Hold on. My phone's dying.
There we go. Okay, I'll be right back, guys. I got to step outside for just a second. I'll leave you guys with Bernie B, Jen, and Ellie talking about Doc and how much he meant to everybody, especially Jen. So here you go.
Okay.
I'm getting my charger.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Bernie, honey.
Hey.
But I just have to say how awesome everybody is to come together and help her through this time. Truly.
It's so fast.
It's a miracle that, in less than 20 minutes, we can come together to help, Jen through this time and Doc through his time.
So I am going to get a paw print, right, Ellie?
Yes. She's also, she's not going to get the ashes because, the expense, and she's okay with that. But the money is to cover for the euthanasia. He will, be cremated massively, obviously, and she's going to get his paw print so she can have that permanent memory. That was the $35 that was extra because the euthanasia was the $170, and I just think that she's going to want that paw print for the extra $35. So, that was my decision. If anybody gets mad, oh well. But and it was not Jen who asked. I want that to be clear. It was not. It was my idea to do this because she does so much for everybody in this entire community. She's always there, to help any animal out. And, financially things are tough. And I said, listen, you have a lot of people out there who care, and you guys really proved it and stepped up to help her out.
Oh, you can't cry if I'm not
crying. I'm trying. I'm sorry. I'm doing good. Stop yelling at me.
You can't cry if I'm not crying. That's my other friend's deal. Is like she starts crying and I'm like, I'm not even crying. She goes, I know you're gonna be crying, so I'm crying for you.
I know, it's kind of the way it is. You can't help it. But
We're all going to start crying in a minute if everybody starts.
you know,
No, that's not
he's
good.
had a great life, Doc, and he's had the best owner he can in Jen. He's gotten so much love, and it's that love and kindness that we don't want him to suffer. You know, he shouldn't have to suffer. So you guys are so beautiful
Oh, baby, what
and
do you
so amazing for truly helping. You know, I know it's hard for people
Look
out
at me.
there, and everybody's asking money for things, and I
Water?
tried to keep the cost down.
Hold on
Like
one
I said,
second. Water.
her first cost was almost $1,500, and I was like, that's ridiculous. So made some phone calls, and you know, the fourth call was, thank God, she was extremely kind, and she had the best price. You know, she was the only one out of them that offered that Jen could be there with him during that time and have as much time as she needed to stay, which I think is awesome. You can, Rob. You can if you want to. You know, because listen, Jen takes on a lot. So, you know, like I said, it's more than welcome to, you know, still donate if.
He's thirsty. Probably that CBD that we gave him.
Yeah, that'd probably make him really thirsty.
Yeah, I mean, it made him definitely relax, but he's real wobbly on his legs, so I am gonna have my neighbors take me so I could not be alone, and so he's not suffering no more. I can do it. I have to do it though. Good gosh, you're really thirsty, huh, Boo Boo?
Yeah, you didn't see his stools, Cliff. Trust me, it can be
Oh, he
it
might
can
have
be
seen it.
pulling. It goes right through you. I know what that's like. It happened with mine, so I know it's hard. But like I said, you know, he is drugged right now, obviously, but
Okay.
we don't
Yeah.
want him passing there.
Here, wanna go right here? Here, lay down. Come here.
So,
Come
but
right
they're going to take him today. I don't want to put the name out there on where you're going. That's up to Jen if she wants to, but she will share the receipt too, so people can see that this is real. And you know,
What did I just see something? Oh, nothing. Okay. So I'm gonna go talk to my neighbors right now because we just walked by my front door.
okay,
Okay. Yeah. Okay. See how wobbly he is? You have to go potty. Okay, I'm gonna take him out. So thank you
yeah,
guys. I
because it's
really
going to go
appreciate
through
it.
them.
And
All right, I'll stay on here until
Okay.
MLH can come back.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, listen, that's going to go right through them, guys. Trust me. If you've never, hey, don't pick on his farts, Paulie, because I heard yours don't smell like roses. I'm just saying. You know, it's not like, you know, but I mean that's going to go through, and that's what happens when it gets to this, you know, aggressive stage where, you know, he'll take something in and then immediately it comes out. It's just what happens at this point, and we knew. Merry Christmas to you too, Cliff. We knew it. Just we're hoping it could get past the holiday, but you know, Jen doesn't want him to suffer any longer. And I said, all right, let's do a live and ask for help. There's no shame in asking when you need help like that. And so,
Right. No,
oh,
it's
thanks,
best to
Rob.
get it. It's best, you know, so he's not suffering anymore.
Yeah, you know, it's hard when, I mean, I remember, you know, years ago when I had to, in 2016, put my lovely fur baby down, and I got to tell you, my one of my kids gave me a charm with her face in it, and it's extremely hard because whenever I see it, I just break down. I had her for 15 years, so it's just it's devastating. It's truly devastating to go through this, and everybody knows that Jen is you know, she's an animal lover. I mean, obviously she's the cat lady, but she's an animal lover, and she takes in every stray and helps every animal. She traps them, she gets them fixed, releases them.
Right.
She gets attached. She has a hard time letting them go. She tries to find homes, but and she's had Doc for 11 years. And, like I said, I'm just glad that he's not, going to suffer, and it's going to be hard for her. So, I mean, even later, if you guys can put just a reassuring, loving message on one of her videos that she can read later, that would be great. I wish I could be there, but one of her neighbors is going to take her over and be with her, so she's not by herself. Because Doc's not little, so getting them over there is
And that would be hard being all by yourself as well.
yeah, it
That's
is.
really nice.
I told her I wish I could jump on a plane and be there. It would, but it would just prolong Doc's suffering, and I don't want to do that,
Right.
to her. And it's just like I said, if anybody's never looked up Rainbow Bridge, maybe look it up and see it if you've lost a pet, and I'm sure a lot of you have. Hopefully it brings comfort, because it's difficult.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. It's just so sad, but at least he won't be suffering anymore.
Yeah, and Rob, it is the most humane thing to do. It really is, but it doesn't make it easier to do. It's she's doing it because she loves him, but it's would be the selfishness on our part to want to keep somebody beyond that part. Imagine just drinking water and it going through you like that. If you saw his video this morning, it was, and I felt so guilty because, Bernie, I wasn't awake. So I didn't get it until after she ended, and I was listening to it, and my heart was just breaking. And I called her immediately, and we start calling around, and I had them looked at. And like I said, that quote of almost $1,500, and they didn't even do anything for him. She still had to pay the extra $50 just for them to say that it's going to cost $1,478.
Well,
and I'm like, what?
That's really special that you found the one that you found, though. That's
Yeah, her name is Stephanie, and she was extremely, extremely kind, and, I told her if she wanted, I could send her the audio from her vet explaining the disease and that he had and the progression. And, like I said, he went from one day of, he's been, I'm not going to say he's been great. He hasn't been like suffering. She's been medicating him for the last couple of months, but once the quality of life goes, it's just time, and you guys are all so special to be able to come together and really help Jenn out with this. You have no idea how much it means to her and means to me. What a great group of humans and friends to come together like this. I don't even have words.
Yeah, we have some great friends here for sure. For sure. They're always helping.
I wish I could be there with her right now just to hold her, but I'm glad her neighbor's going to be there and help her. And
me too,
because she can't get him, in her vehicle because her vehicle's too high. She can't lift him up, and he can't get up by himself. He's not capable of jumping.
Yeah.
So the neighbor's going to. The neighbor was kind enough earlier to take him to the vet to use her vehicle. And then
really
to be
nice.
saying. And the vet was like, well, I hate to charge you the $50, but, I have to. I'm like, well, you don't have to. That was a little rude,
Right. Yeah.
No, that's Bernie is talking. Bernie B, our hot tub queen,
Oh, dear Lord.
is on panel with me. You're the hot tub queen.
Thank you, Ellie.
Our sexiest of the dirty lyrics singing.
Every Tuesday at 7.
Every Tuesday. That would be 9 Eastern.
9 Eastern, yeah.
So you're all welcome to join and make fun of MLH and everybody singing, or join the panel and sing for yourselves.
So people can make fun of you.
Oh, no, it's all in fun. It's just everybody gets to, vote on a song, and there are prizes. Somebody in chat wins the prize. So, but you got to be there. You got to be there to win. So,
Merry Christmas. Yeah, you have to be there to win, but it's fun.
Yeah, it
they
is
love
fun. I've done it once. It's a shame something bad happened to that stream, so there's no proof.
Yeah,
But
that
I've done it. I've done. Oh, I didn't know Cynthia was in here. Hello, love.
Hi, Cynthia. Yeah, that's true. You did.
Lawless.
Emily.
I did. I did.
Yeah, and it was awesome.
What?
Yes, Rob, I agree. He could have absolutely used discretion. They didn't need to charge that. Let me have $50 to tell you that I'm going to charge you 1,500. Is basically what that was. There was no examination or anything. I mean, because they looked at Doc and they agreed that it was time anyway. But I just think it's a shame when people can't have a heart. The place I found. There were some places that we called that were charging upwards of $120 just for the doctor visit, for the examination. I'm like, but what are you examining?
Right.
And they said, well, it's just their policy. I'm like, well, that makes no sense. So,
Yeah.
we're getting anywhere from, the 205 that we came up with to, $700-800 to, do this. And I'm like, that's just awful.
Hey, Jen, did you? I don't know if you
No,
got.
Jen's not. She left already.
All right,
She left with her neighbor.
Okay, I already sent the money to Jen.
Yeah.
For anybody that wants an update on that, we raised all the money. So thanks to everybody. I really appreciate it. And by the way, Mi Vida Loca Rob, thanks for the sub. I really appreciate it. I hate to do streams like this, guys, but I think, Ellie, can you remember the last time I did a fundraiser, an actual fundraiser? Because I can't remember.
No, it's got to be like 8-9 months ago. It's got to be a while. And like I said, put this on me. Somebody's called me the biggest e-bagger on the intranet. Listen, it's not for me. The only links that were put in there, hey, Lawless, were for Jen. And any money that was sent via, Cash App or anything else to MLH, I'm sure he's sending that to Jen as well.
Did.
So
I already did. So all the 140 that I got today is already sent, even though I don't get that money for a very long time. And by the way, YouTube takes 30% of that, which sucks. But that's
you're right, Rachel. There's nothing wrong with helping good people and animals, and it's not for Jen herself. It's not. It's for Doc.
It's Rochelle. It's
Rochelle. I'm sorry. I always do that. I'm sorry, Rochelle. I apologize. Listen, it's difficult.
Polly says MLH last scam was money for a haircut. He never cut it. What the fuck?
You know what, Mick? That's a great way to put it. Thank you. Yeah. He says it's not a fundraiser when it's a friend in need.
Yeah. I understand that, but you know how some people are. They're like, I've been accused of everything in the book, Ellie, as far as like e-begging. You know what I mean? Like, and I never do. One time I raised, it was $500. This was a long ass time ago, and I got shit for it. I ended up purchasing a drone, right? And originally that money was supposed to go to a nonprofit, and that person that owned that nonprofit refused to take the money.
Okay.
So,
hold on one second. I'm sorry. I don't know who Warren is, but Warren came into chat and said, can I ask what the fundraiser is actually for? Yes, you can. Jen Wow, fur baby Doc, who's 11, was diagnosed with liver cancer. It's a very aggressive form, and he is at the point of no return, to where he's now suffering, and we don't want him to suffer. So the money is so he can be euthanized tonight.
Yeah.
So that's what it's for. It's not for personal gain. It's so he doesn't suffer.
Right.
Now, hopefully that answers your question, because again, I'm not familiar with who you are, but
Warren, I believe, came over from the anti-auditor community, I will say.
Well, and I was thinking that. So if we're going to be nasty, that wasn't going to go over well.
No, no, no. Warren's always been very respectful, so it's not.
You're welcome. Like I said, and she will show the receipt. People want to see that. I
Yeah.
mean, I think it's kind of nasty, but I can tell you, I spoke with Stephanie. Her first quote was for almost $1,500. She still had to pay 50 for them to tell her that that's what it was going to cost. I called several places today, and when I finally reached Stephanie, who was able to give us the number, we weren't looking to raise a lot. It was 170 for the euthanasia, 35 so she could have a paw print, and if she wants the ashes, $179 for that. But we weren't looking for the ashes money, because honestly, that's a luxury. We were only looking for just so he's not suffering. And it was my idea, not Jenn's, Warren, so to do this, to reach out to her friends to help. So he didn't. We did know 3 months ago he was diagnosed with it. And the vet did say when it came time, it would come quickly.
Let's talk about a real quick word about Jenn Wow, right?
Yeah.
Polly brings up a very good point. Jenn is a very understated member of YouTube, right? She spends a lot of time, energy, and money in trapping cats, right? Feral or stray cats, and gets them over to the vet so they can spay or neuter those cats, because there's apparently in her area there's
she does TNR, trap and release.
Yeah, trap and release. So she grabs them, she takes them to the vet, and I think she has to pay money for each of those.
She does. She does, and it's her own expense.
Right.
Unfortunately, sometimes though she does keep them.
Yeah.
Or they become outdoor cats that she does feed, because when she does release them, they seem to want to come back to her.
Yeah.
And not want to leave, which is understandable because she's such a great person and she plays with them.
Yeah.
So she has 3 indoors that are hers, but she has 4 that won't release, that won't go away.
Yeah.
And she feeds them every day. She has litters for them. She cleans them out. She tries to find homes for them. She posts, her last one that she has with Frankie, who still comes around. She found it had a collar. She contacted the owners, who first hung up on her. She called them back and said, no, I have your cat Oreo, because I had the collar. They finally took their cat back. She did, say, listen, I can help you with spading them. And well, like what I unfortunately thought, 2 days later, the cat came back to her house minus the collar.
Yeah.
So they took the collar off so she wouldn't call them anymore, hoping, I guess, the cat wouldn't go back to Jenn. But Jenn, got the cat, took the cat to the vet to, get its shots and get fixed, and then released it. But he loves her so much, he doesn't want to leave. So now has another outdoor cat that she feeds. This is the kind of person that Jenn is. She can't say no, even
Ellie,
when times are hard. And
what do you think about like Mi Vida Loca Rob says, let's get Jenn the ashes? What do you think of raising enough money to get her the ashes?
I would love to do that, but honestly, Jenn is not that kind of person that wants to ask that of people. She didn't even want to ask this, to be honest with you.
Right.
It was me that said that. But she's thinking, what if I'm ever in the need to help with having another cat trapped and released and need to get fixed. She's not trying to abuse the situation.
No.
She just doesn't want Doc to suffer. That's who she is. I mean, if we raised enough, I'm sure she would be happy, but she's not asking for that. So I'm not asking for that on her. If she gets it and it does, that's great. But as far as I'm concerned, we're not looking to raise any more money. She's got the money to not only to have him euthanized, and she gets to be there, which is great because the others didn't offer that. She gets to stay with him, while he's crossing over. And I mean, just so nice that she said she can spend as much time as she wants, which I think is wanted me to tell everyone that she's on her way to, yeah, with Doc now. Thank you, Cliff. And I knew that. Jenn just doesn't want him to suffer. That's why she's doing this now. So, I mean, if she did, that's great, and I'll call her in a little bit and talk to her. But she just doesn't want him to suffer, So she's just keeping it simple, you know. And I was the one that said, no, listen, I think we can raise the extra 35 so you can have a paw print for him. I mean, you've had him for 11 years. You love him after everything that you've done for him. I mean, just the medical care he's had to this point has been extremely expensive. And we didn't even ask for the $50 that she had to pay for them to do nothing. So technically today cost her, the 255 and then the 50. So 255 plus tax, which again, I don't care about that, but just for transparency, I'm just letting everybody know, what it was. The amounts varied greatly.
Yeah. Cliff just said in chat, Jenn just called me,
Yeah,
wanted
I
me
read
to
that.
tell everybody she's on her way. So thank you, Cliff, for the update. Really appreciate it. Jenn, thanks.
Eileen, welcome and thank you for being here. Jenn's in chat, but she's on her way. So like I said, I mean, if she does, that's great. Maybe she can even use that money to help others. But really the goal was just so he doesn't suffer. And, we were able to do that in less than 20 minutes, which just shows how awesome you guys are. It also shows that Jenn is a very credible person in this community, who has helped the majority of people, even in chat, as well as elsewhere, with sending things, making things for them at no cost that she doesn't charge, making coasters, sending, clothes for people's animals and things like that. I mean, just truly, truly, truly a remarkable person, and I don't come up here and do this very often. People know that.
I mean, I think, like I said, the last fundraiser I did, Ellie, it had to have been a year ago. I don't often do them. I sometimes do them for homeless outreach or things of that nature. But this was a worthy cause. So many thanks goes out to everybody who donated. On my side, it was Canada is watching, and which, by the way, Canada, if you're listening, I'll give you a call after the stream.
And Jenn, you can call me anytime. Don't worry about typing in chat. Everybody knows how much you appreciate it, but we're here for you. And you can call me. Doesn't matter, 2, 3 a.m. I'll cheer you up with Ellie story time. Right. No worries.
And to Mick T, man, Mick T stepped up big time. And I really
that's in pounds, right? So I don't know what that translates to, but that's freaking awesome.
A little bit more, but again, YouTube, and it's awesome.
Mick T is just freaking phenomenal. Anyway, he's always a great supporter, in chat. I see him everywhere. He's an awesome dude. So
yeah. Everybody subscribe to Mick T. I mean, he has actually a really cool channel. It has nothing really to do with 1A. I mean, I'm a guy of many hats, Ellie. You know this. I'm not tied to the 1A community. I'm tied to whatever. Whether it be the investigative side, the journalistic side, the stuff like that. By the way, I wanted to address Warren Monkdahl. Warren, I do see your comments, and I answer them on my comment show. I hope you've had a chance to look at the comment show, because I that's how I really connect with everybody that's subscribed. If you comment, I mean, in the future, if my channel gets to be 10, 20, 30, 40,000 strong, then it's going to be a little harder to address every single comment. But for now, I'm not having a problem addressing everybody on the comment show. So Jamie, I appreciate you, man. I know even that type of support is good, so thank you. So
and something as simple as leaving a nice comment on one of her videos that she can read later, that will help her through this, is greatly appreciated, because it's tough, and anybody who has a pet has to go through that at some point. Fortunately for Jenn, she has not had to personally do this before. So, for anybody who has done it before, that first time is extremely, extremely hard. I mean, it's always hard, but the first is just ridiculous hard. And, I did go through and explain, because I've had to do it once before to Jen, so she understands the process and what she's going through, and what she's going to experience, so she's not shocked. The first time I went, I was shocked because I just didn't know, but I did explain to her what the process would be, what they would do, take her time. There's no rush. They're going to prepare a special room for her, which is great. So, I think that's nice, so she can have a peaceful environment with them. So they're going to make it nice for when he goes.
Yeah.
Rob, it's my pleasure. Jenn is my ride or die, and it's Jamie. You would be shocked. I mean, actually, let me look. I'll give you the exact number of what her other vet said. Hold on, let me look.
Yeah, it was like $1,400.
Yeah, I'll tell you exactly, because it was.
Yeah. While she's looking for that, I want to thank everybody for joining today. It's not the stream I expected to do today, guys. Let's be honest. I wasn't really expecting to do anything today, but I'm very happy that we were able to do this. Yeah, Polly, it was like 1,400. It was crazy.
It was $1,423.
Yeah.
But they
But
still made her pay the $50
yeah,
just for going in, which I
is
thought was ridiculous. Hello, Cynthia.
What's up? Cynthia?
Which I thought was, I mean, listen, I know everybody, you have to get paid for a service, but you didn't provide a service.
Yeah,
You
$50
didn't provide a service for that $50. You just said, yes, we can see his breathing is labored, and, with the diagnosis, it is difficult, but sorry. I mean, that's what they said to her. Sorry, unfortunately, we still have to charge this. But one place told me it was 120. I'm like, to examine for what? There's nothing's going to change.
You know what I would have said? Take me to court for that $50, and I would have walked out with Doc and never looked back. Fuck that. I mean, come on. It's ridiculous. I mean, you're already suffering as it is going in there.
And they could see that. I mean, Jenn wears her heart on her sleeve. Let's be honest. I mean, she tries to act tough, but she was upset this morning. She was crying, and then has the nerve to yell at me for crying. Come on now. But I just think it's a beautiful thing when people can come together and,
Yeah.
Wait, what did he say? They don't charge, aren't supposed to unless they are I think that one would be on the a-hole category. Actually, let me see if there's the name of the place on there. Hold on.
Yeah, don't give them any pub, Ellie. I don't want anybody going there. That's ridiculous. $1,400 to put down you're already suffering. $1,400 is a car payment. You know what I mean? Like a down.
It's rent or even a mortgage payment.
Yeah,
it doesn't say the name of the facility, just the doctor's personal name. So I don't want to give that out.
You can give that out. People.
The doctor's personal name.
Yeah,
the idiot one that charged the $50. All right, hold on. Yeah. I'll tell you what it is.
Yeah, so that way people can avoid it. And that's
Dr. Chad J.
Dr. Chad J. What, Ellie? You went out.
East House.
East House. Okay.
East House. Yeah, you don't want to go to him.
Don't go to
a-hole.
Yeah.
Total a-hole. So I don't know the name of the facility. It doesn't say it on that sheet. It might be on the first sheet, but not the second, where I see the numbers and everything. I mean, just total ridiculous. I mean, an extra charge because he's over 60 pounds, and just any way to make a dime is really what that was. And I remembered what it cost me. Yeah. I will.
Clip of hair. Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me go do that right now. Hold on.
Yeah, that might be something, Rob. I mean, if you can't afford the ashes, that might be the next best thing. It's crazy. In the UK, PDSA charge 47 pounds, around $55. That's what it should be, McT, because people are already in pain. I mean, animals mean a lot to people. I mean, how many people of us have had, even as a child, I mean, Bernie and I had a Chihuahua that was given to us, and my asshole nieces.
Okay, I sent it.
All right. Let it out and it got hit, and nobody gave a shit. And I'm like, that was devastating to us, to Bernie and I. I mean, it means something, when animals go onto the Rainbow Bridge. It's crazy. I think mine was like 200 to euthanize, 200 for ashes for clipping and paw print. Yeah, I mean,
Mine was, I gotta say, I was really lucky. I think mine was like 250, and that included that. But that was, like I said, years ago, and it wasn't even my regular vet. And listen, I understand that stuff, and there being like another markup, but 1,400 and what did I say, $23 or whatever is just ridiculous. I mean, I didn't get an urn; it was in a nice wooden box, with it. But and I have an ornament that they gave me, the paw print. Actually, let me go get it and I'll show you real quick. Hold on,
all right.
so people
Mine
can see.
was 700 total with urn and private cremation. Still kind of hefty, Rob. I mean, that's some people's mortgage, or at least a good chunk of their mortgage, man. I mean, 1,400 is just totally ridiculous. I mean, Dr. Esau, so I hope you're listening, and nobody's gonna go there. Not that you're gonna care because you obviously don't. You just got done charging Jen $50 for nothing.
For nothing.
They're a huge part of our lives, Rob. No doubt. No
So
doubt.
there's
Yeah,
the
that's really cool.
paw print.
Oh, this reminds
And
me.
then hold on.
Me sick about what's happening in the UK right
There was my baby.
Ooh.
So I still have the picture.
Did you hear what they're doing in the UK, Ellie? I don't know if you heard this, but they're making it mandatory unless you get an exemption to kill your pit bull. Your it's
Oh wow.
yeah. And not only that, they're only going to give $200 towards euthanization.
Wait. So
Yeah.
you lose your pit bull, they give you $200 towards the euthanization, and if you are allowed the exception, you have to neuter.
Well, that's fine. No problem.
Well, that's fine, yeah. And you have to muzzle it and leash it everywhere you go.
Yeah, it could be the
No-
sweetest dog in the
dog
world.
parks. No dog parks.
Yeah, and you can't take it to the dog park.
And this is just for that breed? What's the purpose of that?
They want to eradicate that breed from the UK, Ellie.
Apparently, if
Wow.
you got mauled or something by a rogue dog.
That just sounds like hateful people.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, it's crazy.
Listen, a dog is going to be as aggressive as the owner teaches it to be.
Yeah, Bully X.
Pit bulls get a very bad rap, and that's a shame.
They're sweet dogs, Ellie. I've run into like I remember I was walking with my daughter, and this big pit bull was like running our way, and my daughter's a daredevil, and I wasn't afraid of it. I'm like, okay, it's a dog that got away from the leash, but just I told my daughter, stay calm, it's gonna be fine, et cetera, et cetera. I'm getting a echo, Ellie. I don't know if it's on your end or what, um, but the dog came right up, and it was just like curious to see us, and the owner came over, and she was horrified. Are you guys okay? I mean, he doesn't bite, but a lot of people freak out. I was like, no. I know how these dogs are. I've dealt with these dogs forever. They're great dogs, and he was just a big baby. Like just a big old baby. And my daughter started, grabbing his head and playing with it and, petting it. And I was A-okay with it, but you guys got to check out that story in the UK about those bullies that are getting put down. It's crazy. I don't understand, McT, how a country that I thought was fairly compassionate can be so cruel to so many dogs. It's crazy. Polly says Chihuahuas bite more people. Yeah, but here's the thing, Polly. That is true. Chihuahuas bite more than any other dog breed, to be honest. But people think they're so cute, so they treat them like these little, toys. And it's like, no, you got to treat a dog like a dog. Let's see. My mom has her pit bull. My sister, her cat. Yeah, pit bulls are great. I had a pit bull when I was younger. Jamie says it was the sweetest dog, but everyone was afraid of him. Yeah, I mean, that's how it is. Bully XL have killed more people in UK than guns this year.
Wow.
We have a smuggling fighting ring for dogs with Eastern European here. People here. That's the problem. But it's not the dog.
But then you do a temperament for each dog if they were in that. You just don't make a universal decision that, no pit has the right to live. I just don't agree with that.
I don't agree with that either. I do.
And again, you're saying that it was for a fighting ring. People taught them to do that. They're
Yeah,
taught them to be mean,
yeah,
and they're fighting for their life, just like
yeah,
if it was anybody else,
yeah.
kill or be killed. That's not fair to do to a pit,
Right,
or any animal.
right. All right. So, we raised the money, guys. It took us every bit of on my part. Like I counted 10 minutes, Ellie. I know you said 20.
Well, I said less than 20. I think we were live, but we knew it was just going back and forth with the texting. When I looked at it, it was like
Yeah,
16:38 or something like that.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
we're done with the fundraising. Like I said, and again, I like the way somebody put it. It's not really fundraising when you're helping out a friend, and it's for such a good cause,
yeah,
like Doc and Jen to help through. So she's not looking for any more donations. If you want to donate to, help continue getting cats, spayed and neutered, or finding homes for them, that's great. And I'm sure, anything that she got extra, that's what she's going to use for to help feed them. Because she does, like I said, she has 7 cats that she feeds,
yeah,
plus she still has another dog. So,
yeah.
donations for that are great, but she doesn't need any more for this.
Yeah,
She really doesn't. She's happy with, just making sure that he's euthanized and not suffering and getting the paw print.
yeah,
She's happy with that. Everything else will be used for her continued efforts that she does. I'm sure I can tell you, I know somebody said that they couldn't adopt another dog anymore. I can tell you Jen will not get another dog. I think it was Rob.
maybe
Any
the
advice on adopting another dog? I
yeah,
want to, but I don't think that I can bear going through that pain again. You know
um,
what? Let me answer that, Rob.
yeah,
Because I was there. I showed a picture and the paw print that I had in 2016, and I had my dog for 15 years. She was absolutely beautiful, loving. They never expected her breed didn't live because she was a Nova Scotia duck trolling retriever. And when I got her, she was 5 months old, and we were her 5th owners. So she went through a lot, but she, when we finally got her, and I had to drive to Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. It was like 4 hours round trip to go and get her. It was the hardest thing putting her down. And I said that I could never do it again. 8 months came along, and I thought about it. And this is a true story, hand to God. I showed everybody the picture that I have on the wall. I was just looking, petfinders.com. I was just looking, not really doing anything. All of a sudden, her photo fell off the wall. It freaked me out. I slammed the computer down and said, nope, not going to do it. But, time heals. And the best thing I can tell you, Rob, is that there are so many out there that need a loving home.
yeah, yeah,
And there's different stages. And it's hard, but you can do it. What I did to help ease me into it was I became a foster mom. Now, I will tell you, I was a foster failure because I still have him to this day.
yeah,
But he is the love of my life, which is Buster. And then I have Bella, who I got for him because he has such anxiety that he couldn't be left alone. So he needed a friend. This is Bella here. Hello, Bella. Say hello. She's like, no, I don't think you can see her. There she is. She's laying down.
Bella always talks
She's
to
sleeping.
MLH.
No.
Yeah. She loves it. But I don't regret doing it. It did take time. So everybody's in their time. You'll know when it's right for you. But if you want to ease into it, the best thing I could do is say
Foster.
to sign up with a rescue to be a foster.
Yeah,
And then this way, when you do with a foster, most of them, or at least the ones that I would deal with, they provide you with the food and any vet care that they need.
yeah,
And then you just wait until, they find adoptive people that can come out and you'll work with them with that, excuse me, which is great. Um, but then you also have the option to get to adopt when you're ready, if that dog is the right fit for you.
Yeah.
So I
Rob,
think, Rob, honestly, that's what I would do.
Rob, that's great advice. I think anybody that has those feelings, because I hear you, Rob. I've had a few dogs in my lifetime, and it's always heartbreaking when they pass, right? Regardless of how they pass. Um, but yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. Go foster because there's a lot of great dogs out there,
There's so many.
and
And even if you can't find which I'm sure you can find a rescue, but even if you can't, a lot of times you can go to, I know, aren't they adorable? Um, love them horsies. Even if you can't, if you don't find a rescue, which I'm sure all you have to do is Google rescues in there, you can pick the breeds you want. Sometimes you can be available for emergencies, depending on your yard situation. Hey, Mitch, depends on, how many you want to take. You get to decide how many you take. And the animal stays with you, but they pay for everything until they find an adoption, or unless you decide you want to adopt them. I was fortunate with Buster that because I fostered, um, they didn't charge me an adoption. Now, when he came to me, he was broken, he was traumatized. He winded up needing back surgery that cost $7,000. We had to help him walk again. He couldn't walk for a while. He had staples in his back. MLH will tell you, I've sent him pictures,
yeah,
which is why, some people laugh, but it's why I have birthday parties for my dogs. It's why they get Christmas presents and get wrapped, because they had a rough beginning. And I wanted them to know that they don't have to, live that life,
uh,
but
what Ellie is saying, she has two of the most spoiled animals on the planet. Is what she's saying. That's what she's saying.
I don't know. I mean, Bella's a diva.
Yeah.
And well, yeah, maybe they are. They are. Okay. But that's okay. I mean, they do have wardrobes and stuff, and
You know what would be really cool, Ellie, is if everybody went to Jen's latest video, whether it was live today or another video, and put in their favorite memories of their dog, and show some support to Jen that way. She's gonna.
yeah.
So if you have a special memory of your dog or cat that has moved on to the Rainbow Bridge, make sure you pass it along to Jen. Wow, Polly, can you put in Jen?
Paulie, I resent that suckered comment into there, but yes, I did have Jen have a cat party for PETA and Tux for their 1 year,
Yeah.
just because it was awesome, and we sent presents, and it was really cool. But for babies, listen, especially if they've been through traumatic stuff or anything, they deserve that. I mean, PETA and Tux were dumped off at a dumpster. What a way to start out your life like that, and
Yeah.
animals, I'll be honest, I like animals more than I like people, because they
Yeah,
love you
yeah.
constantly. Their memory of anything just disappears. They're so happy to see you all the time, except for a-hole Milo. But the rest of them, listen, they can't wait till you get home. They know when you're sad. They know when you're sick.
Yeah.
They're by your side. The loyalty is unbelievable.
You know,
You
they're
know,
they're they're
10
very
minutes away is like a year to them.
yeah. It's funny, Ellie. Like, there are very few humans like that have that empathy link. I think I do, Ellie, because I constantly think of people while I'm driving, or I just always have these feelings of sadness, like especially when I'm doing my runs and I see a person in a tent on the side of the road. It right now, what do you think the temperature is right now, Bernie?
Cold.
It's cold. It's less than freezing here. And I always think about people, but dogs feel like that. Dogs and cats feel like that. Well, maybe not so much cats, but dogs always feel like that. They always know when you're feeling down, right? They'll come around when you're not feeling great, and they'll put their head on your lap, or they'll jump
Yeah,
on
they're
you.
very comfortable. I mean, when you're not feeling well, they know it, and they're there. They don't want to leave your side. And Paulie, I'm sorry. Your comment of I resent that remark about Milo, you don't resent. It's just that the truth hurts.
Milo
That's
is
all.
an ass. Milo
It's
is
just
a
the
fan.
truth hurts.
I mean, it does.
Oh, thank you for subbing to her, clever girl. I
Appreciate
appreciate
that.
that. She's awesome. She's my ride or die here.
Make sure you
You
leave
know.
a comment over on Jen's. Any final thoughts, Ellie? I want everybody to get back to their
Yeah,
uh,
their Christmas
Christmas
stuff.
Eve. I know
Yeah.
people are going to be sharing presents and stuff like that. So, any final comments before we
Just I just want to thank everybody for kindness and for taking time out of their day and for really, helping with something that's a very serious thing, but a very caring thing. I mean, some people think that it's cruel to put them down, but it's actually really strong
It's
for the
very
person to do
compassionate.
it
Yeah,
and
it's very
compassionate, right? Um, and caring for the animal that has to. So, thank you everyone so much, and I wish everybody a happy holiday, whatever that holiday is that you celebrate, and a very happy new year. And trust me, I think this will come back tenfold to everybody who helped, whether you supported financially, or you were just here in chat, or you have a kind word, or you shouted it out. Good things will come. I appreciate that. So
Yeah.
thank
Hey,
you, everyone.
Jenny says, I think if I shared my story, it would just make it worse. You mean the story about how you were found in a dumpster, Jamie? No, I'm just totally kidding, man. You probably would, especially if it involves animals, man. God, I can't take it, Ellie. Like, my heart just hurts when people hurt, and that's why I feel terrible. But in a way, I feel kind of good for Jen. It's closure. It doesn't make it any easier, but um, you know, it just it warms my heart that we have enough people that appreciate the situation and know that it was kind of a dire thing, right? Like I mean, I can't imagine it going much worse than what it was, Ellie. So uh,
Yeah, no, and I mean, you don't want them to start vomiting up blood and everything Christmas morning. I mean,
no,
like I said, it is very aggressive. The cancer that he had many tumors in his liver, so it's just the most humane thing to do. And like I said, she got CBDs for him and stuff, kept him medicated. He constantly had pain medication, but it comes to the time, and her vet said that she would know when it was, and she did. She knew. It was undeniable that time. So, I really appreciate everybody who was here.
we're going to end on a good note here. I I doubt very seriously this stream is going to be monetized, guys. So I'm going to ask Ellie. Ellie, what's your favorite Christmas song?
Oh God, I don't know. I like Silent Night. I like a lot of them.
Yeah,
You
but
know,
what's your
I like.
favorite? No favorite?
You know what? I like Joy to the World.
Joy to the world. Okay, we're going to end on that. Joy to the world. All right. I mean, I would have said Little Drummer Boy myself, but that's just me. But no, I want to. Okay, so your final thoughts, Ellie. Anything else?
I did my final thoughts.
Oh, you did. Okay. Well, my
I
final
like Last
thoughts.
Christmas too. That's an awesome song, Last Christmas.
Yeah.
I'm so tired
Oh
of my
shit.
neighbor troll.
I hate.
But you might get struck for that big time.
I won't get struck. I'll get a copyright claim, but I don't care. Like I said, this stream is not about monetization other than getting Jen to where she needed, So let's.
But we
I just
can
wanna
do.
say-
I think Joy to the World is awesome. So
Yeah, I think I want to say happy holidays to everybody. Merry Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah for those that just had Hanukkah. Any other holiday, Festivus, it's a time for reflection, time for some joy, right? It's not all sad, doom and gloom. I know a lot of people get sad during the holidays because of varying things, but I think it's important to talk about mental health real quick, and then we'll end with joy to the world. If you guys are struggling with your mental health, please reach out to somebody that you know, love, and trust. In lieu of that, my email is mexicanlonghair@gmail.com. I'm not a psychiatrist, psychologist, or a counselor, but I do listen, and sometimes that's all that matters. But if I don't get back to you in a timely fashion, just remember somebody out there thinks you're their favorite. Hold on to that thought. It could save your life. There's also a myriad of lines that you can call. The most prominent one is a 3-digit number that you can call, 988, and that will get you connected to a professional. And if you're too scared to talk to somebody, because I know that's kind of a big thing too, you can also text that number. And there's also a myriad of options. If you look on your browser of choice, just type in mental health help and hit enter, and you'll get a plethora of options. Don't do anything rational. Talk to somebody first. That's my best advice for anybody going through some rough times. Share your channel. You're a good guy. Rob says, well, I try to be, man, as good as I can be. Sometimes, it's a little rough, but anyways, I think that's it. Ellie, you have anything else?
Happy holidays, everybody, and peace and love. I hope everybody gets in the new year,
Yeah.
what they'd like.
Support Jenn. Go over to
Yeah.
her channel and
And
give her.
support each other. And don't forget, it's not about presents, it's about family and love.
Yeah, and real quickly, a small message about homeless. I know we were talking about homeless people and stuff like that. Buy a bottle of water and hand it to a homeless person, even in the coldest of weather. People need water. It's desperate. So even one bottle of water that'll cost you like 25 cents at Walmart. You can buy a whole case of it for $5 if you have that, and just hand out that water. It means a whole lot. I always measure people that try to challenge me, Ellie, and because you know how much homeless outreach I've done over these past couple of years that I've had this channel alone. And they try to challenge me, and I said, when's the last time you handed a homeless person a bottle of water? And I always get blanks, crickets. So it's something to think about, but that's about it. Ellie, thank you so much for being.
Yeah, one more thing though, since you brought that up.
Yeah.
Might be a good time that, don't forget, I know there's some people who are judgmental out there, but please don't. I know there's some homeless people out there who also have pets because, they're strays, and homeless people feel that way too. So they kind of come together, maybe hand out 2 bottles of water. It's nice to support and, actually give, or if you donate to that, for the money to actually go to that. And, maybe have 2 bottles of water, or, a can of food to help out their support animal that they need. Because, they're on the streets and they're looking after that animal that nobody wanted. So
Yeah.
instead of being judgmental about it, maybe be a little kinder about that.
And studies show that homeless pets are actually happier than people with homes, because they're always with their dogs and cats. So just something to chew on. But
Yeah.
anyways, thanks everybody so much. Jamie says the best. By the way, the live action version of The Grinch is the best one. I do like that one. I like Jim Carrey quite a bit. Jamie Todd. It's a great movie to watch on the holidays. So it's no Elf, but or Gremlins for that matter. But real quickly, Ellie, what is your favorite Christmas movie before we go?
The Grinch.
The Grinch. Okay, mine is Elf. I love that movie. So endearing and fun.
And my second favorite, I should say tie, is It's a Wonderful Life. Zuzu's Petals, Zuzu's Petals.
I can't stand it. It's a Wonderful
I
Life.
love
It's
that
a
one.
wonderful movie.
I'm sorry, it's an old one, but I love it.
We're gonna have to debate that one day, Ellie. One day after the holidays, because I don't want to seem like the Grinch talking shit about It's a Wonderful Life. But Jimmy Stewart's horrible in that movie. But anyways,
No, stop.
Yes, he is.
Take us out with joy.
All right. Later, everybody. Have a great holiday. We're out.
Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare Him room. And heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and heaven and nature sing. Joy